Hello everyone, welcome to the Blackwell podcast anniversary stream. I'm Jamie, joined always by Joey.
Heyo.
Aaron.
Hello.
Sean.
Hey!
And Zach.
Howdy.
You worried me there.
Why do you keep coming for my yeehaw rant? Stop it.
Sean, I'll have you know that I actually live in the South, so
My heart is in the south, leave me
He
alone.
is entitled to his yeehaw.
She's got you there.
It's not about where you are, it's about who you are.
Yeehaw is a state of mind.
It's not about...
Exactly. Exactly.
It's not about...
You all have the yeehaws within you.
It's not about who you are, it's about what generation you believe you're in. Apparently Sean's in the 1890s. So anyway, how's everybody doing? Everyone who's in the chat. Thank you for joining us on this special occasion. About 3 years ago on Thursday, we uploaded our very first episode of the Blackwell podcast, and we thought it would be a very fitting thing to have a nice little award ceremony. So Joey, would you like to kind of explain what's going on regarding that?
What are we doing?
Kidding. The awards.
So this is our 3-year anniversary. Like Jamie just said, we are celebrating it as well as doing an award show, which we put out. We put out some straw polls. We narrowed down some choices for best use of music, most emotional scene, best moment of calm, best supporting character, best protagonist moment, best dialogue sequence, and best episode. And this is spanned across season 1 and Before the Storm.
Mm-hmm.
And we had a bunch of people vote on it, and we took the winners from that. And we are announcing the winners this evening, or morning, or night.
Or if you're watching from YouTube or from the archive.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
we do have this on VOD, right?
Yeah. Yes. I had it saved from the actual live stream. I think we're good to go, Joey.
Okay. Good.
So yeah. I see some very familiar names in the chat. It's nice to see everybody. Our mods as well. So shall we get into the first category and just get right into it?
Yeah, we can roll right into it.
All right. So our first category is best use of music. I can't believe I forgot already. So yeah. Here are the nominations for best use of music.
Look, this is it. This is it. Are you gonna help me, Max?
Yeah, with that fool found in your place. No man is an island. Now the waves they drag you down. Carry you
And then we'll get the hell out of Arcadia Bay. That sounds perfect. Hold on. Shit.
All right. And the winners for best use of music goes to Hot Dog Man and Hot Dog Man.
It just
Amazing.
says hot dog.
Yes. So,
Congratulations,
oh boy,
Hot
so
Dog Man.
deserved.
You really,
Congratulations, hot dog man.
yeah.
It's what he
Still in the
deserves.
game.
I mean, it was just so impactful with the original soundtrack. It was just so good. So I couldn't, thank you so much for voting for him. He got 100% of the votes. Well, 120 because he always puts in the extra 20%.
Of course.
You work hard and you mustard big.
Yes.
That's right.
So
Job well done.
we should say it's a joke. We should probably announce the actual winners. Okay, so the actual winners for the best music is Spanish Sahara and No Care. I mean, if I remember correctly, I don't remember like the initial overall votes for it, but I think it was like Spanish Sahara won like by 55%. It was like, oh wow,
Oh shit.
Oh wow.
which was
I
like,
believe that.
I mean, that's a big
Yeah.
mhm, and it was quite close
I
with.
I feel like that's like one of the moments that like fucked up a lot of people. So they're all
Yeah.
like, oh.
one. Right.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, everyone seems pretty happy the Hot Dog Man won. I mean, just forget about the Spanish Sahara, No Care. Just forget about that. Yeah. All jokes aside, though, well, we won't be doing that again. It's just kind of a nice little gag to get everyone in the fun spirit of the anniversary. So yeah.
As we get everyone in a lighthearted spirit as we talk about the most emotional scene.
Yeah. All right. Shall we go? All right. Sorry.
Sure. So there's a lot of scenes in Life is Strange, as we know, that are very touching, that even somewhat painful to watch. But we narrowed them down, and you all voted, and we have the most emotional scene category.
Okay. Let me run the nominations.
Oh, that smell. Rachel. Oh, Rachel, no, please not her. Please, you don't have to do this. Max, I'm in a nightmare and I can't wake up. Unless I put myself to sleep. Then everybody at Blackwell can post pics of my body. I'm already on the internet forever.
I would give anything to be there with you now. It's so hard trying to say what I'm thinking. If I could just see you. But
I didn't want to hurt Kate or Rachel or I didn't want to hurt anybody. Everybody used me. Mr. Jefferson is coming for me now.
Dad.
Look at me, sweetheart. It's going to be okay.
Damon! What the fuck? Chloe!
Come on. What sayest thou to my most hopeful wish? Yes, I am most pleased.
All right. So, how's everybody doing? Doing all right? Feeling good?
Feeling great.
Got some music in our hearts.
Feeling.
I haven't
And
been
the winner
good
for
since I played Life is Strange.
Yeah. All right.
is Sacrificing Chloe for season 1, and Chloe Finds William's Car for Before the Storm.
Oof.
Both
Just.
incredibly hard to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Great little
life is
montage we just
pain.
had.
So is
Yeah.
death. I seen someone comment about the production value. We spent all $0 that we have on this. Yeah, I'm really glad everyone's liking it so far. Yeah, I mean, this is just like a fun thing that I feel like we should do annually now, because it's a lot of fun. It really is.
Someone said she'd go to Hot Dog Man after hitting that BBQ so many times.
I mean, you're not wrong. Ross just said, I don't know what that left scene is. Didn't see it in the game. All right.
All right. Now that you're all feeling nice and raw, we know that Life is Strange can be very visceral and at times intense. So our next category is Best Moment of Calm, and we're gonna put on the nominations for that.
All right.
With the sidewalk and the pigeons and my window reflection. The mask I polish in the evening by the
All right. So lots of good nominations there. Some little variations to spice it up a little bit. But the winners of Best Moment of Calm are Max and Chloe's room and Rachel's room.
Woo!
Woo!
So chill.
The calmest moment is not sitting inside the diner while the town's being torn apart.
Yeah.
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 Depends on who you ask.
I'm kind of disappointed because within like that nomination for Before the Storm, I had it perfectly with Rachel's room and the junkyard lining. So the song, it was the same. So I kind of just lined it up. I was like, yeah, no one noticed.
Wait, is it actually the same song?
Yeah.
Oh.
I was like, it has to be at the front. I mean, I was like so hyped.
That's awesome.
Speaking of, total credit to Jamie for making all of these videos.
Mm-hmm. Good job, Jamie.
The award for best video editing goes to Jamie.
Hot dog man. Shit. I just accidentally revealed my identity.
Oh no.
Whoa.
Whoops.
Alright, well, stream's done.
Yeah, sorry guys. Yeah, I appreciate it. I think I started this. I'll talk about it towards the end. We need to get through these. So.
Woo. Okay. Next up, we have Best Supporting Character, and y'all have voted. There's so many good supporting characters, like especially for me in Before the Storm. There were some really good ones. So let's find out what we got.
It's Max Caulfield, the selfie hoe of Blackwell. What a lame gimmick. Even Mark, Mr. Jefferson, falls for your wave hipster bullshit.
Max, that makes me feel so blessed for the first time this week. I don't know what to say.
That's okay. Neither do I. Maybe.
After 5 years, you're still Max Caulfield. Don't give me the guilty face. At least pretend you're glad to see me.
I am serious, that's all.
No, girl. That was not luck. You made a choice to save her. Like a superhero.
Then maybe it's time to catch the bad guys.
So what exactly are you saying, Max? You think...
I hate to say I'm glad to see you, but I'm so glad to see you.
That's okay. The important thing is...
Elamon narrows his eyes at the elf in front of him and says, I am here to defeat Durgaron, the Unscarred. In the name of King Tiberius, what makes you think you are worthy to fight alongside me?
Don't be surprised, Chloe. If one day, I'm just out of here. Let me know if you need an accomplice. Check it out! We're here! What? Where is here?
Did you just laugh?
I did. Chloe just owned you.
Shut the fuck up, fresh meat!
You shut the fuck up!
Go Samantha.
I'm in a band, actually.
No shit. Really?
We're called Pisshead. It's not a big deal or anything. I mean, I'm trying to get our demo out there, but it's hard.
Pisshead, huh?
We're both famous heroes in the kingdom of Avernon, a once peaceful land, now laid to waste by the bloodthirsty raiders of the Blackwell. Alone, you have fought your way through the raiders.
Okay, sorry, my screen is behind, so I do not know what's happening.
It's okay.
Are we ready to announce then?
Yes. Whenever I say your name, that means we're ready to go.
Okay, I'm
we're
sorry.
breaking the illusion.
Can't do anything. Okay, so the winner is Chloe Price and Rachel Amber.
Who could have seen that coming?
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
such a shock to the system.
I mean, we fucked up by putting them in the supporting character, really. didn't
Yeah,
we?
yeah, a little bit.
We're totally at fault.
Do you have the runner-ups?
I could get them real quick if you stall.
Yeah, we can stall.
Alright,
Okay,
okay.
and wins again. Kappa.
So how's everybody doing?
Person
Alright.
who's
It'd be like
everybody
that.
here's favorite supporting character apart from
Oh, that's hard.
Chloe and Rachel.
Okay.
Um,
Alright, I got
I'm
the
gonna
runners
go
up.
with Steph.
Steph, yeah.
Yeah, I love Steph.
So the runners up
Kate.
were for season 1, Kate Marsh with 11%,
Yeah.
and Steph Gingrich for 19% on Before the Storm. Then again, Chloe Price had 75% of the votes, and Rachel Amber had 73%. We really should have saw this coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's alright. We got the
Oops.
runner-ups in there.
Yeah.
Landslide. Are they? Well, I guess it's semantics at this point, but aren't they main characters? Like even like in those games?
I mean, you would still call them supporting characters because they're not the protagonist. They're
Yeah.
not the so like
That's
if you
true.
had a movie that was similar, they would still be in the supporting character category. That doesn't mean that sometimes supporting characters make a thing more than even the protagonist does.
That's
The main
true.
character.
Yeah. I like Eric Von B, Kate's bunny.
Alice.
Alice, yeah.
We did consider Jefferson, but we didn't want.
Yeah, he would have won, definitely.
He
Yeah.
doesn't deserve it.
Jefferson.
Don't stand abusers.
Jefferson for season 1, Elliot for Before the Storm. He's such a great guy.
Oh yeah, I'm a big fan of his work.
Yeah. Well, you were, weren't you?
No.
He was in a band.
Next up.
Oh no,
we have-
actually yeah. Oh my god, I forgot about that. When he was in a band as a teen, I used to stan them.
All right, Zach.
Next up, we have the best protagonist moment. Those great moments where the hero gets to have their hero moments. You guys voted, but let's see the nominations.
Missed your punk ass, would they?
Get that gun away from me, psycho! No!
Okay, let's do this. Can you find 5 bottles while I prep the shooting range?
Beer and guns? Nice combo.
You can handle it. Now go find us 5 bottles, pretty please.
Don't try to hide, Max! Get over here! Let me capture you!
Eat like a pig. Try the floor.
I was eating those beans. Are you fucking insane? I was eating those beans! Ugh.
Damn it. I forget how to make this stay on.
Stay here. I'll find something to hold it on.
Thanks, Max.
Yeah.
All right. Our winners are for The Stranger Season 1, when Max discovers time traveling and her powers, and for Before the Storm, when Chloe dyes her hair.
Woo! Yeah!
Good.
I
So
mean,
good.
Yay. So, you guys didn't hear, but I was getting my medicine ready, and I'm so weak I couldn't even break a pill in half.
Oh,
So I was struggling for the entire of that nomination, just trying to get it broken. I was like, oh, fuck. So yeah, I mean, I'm surprised actually Max discovering time travel actually won. Cause yeah, I mean, I thought it was definitely going to be the beans, but I was like, no.
I kind of like that though, because discovering her power is like serious and impactful, and Chloe dyeing her hair is just like, oh, we love that, you know? Like
Yeah.
We love
a little
that.
bit of variety.
So yeah, everyone's like, but the beans were spelled for nothing. Shadow. That was a nice meme. So we're on to our second last category, which is very, very quick, which is not planned. We didn't expect it to go this quickly. So should we stall or should we just get into it and then we'll kind of leave it for like, fuck it, let's just keep going. And then...
Yeah, let's do it.
So
we're on a roll now.
Our next category is, let me check real quick because I've already forgotten, best dialogue sequence. Yeah, sorry. I'm all over the place today. So with characters, there's always some great dialogue, and we wanted to showcase it with this category. So here are the nominations for best dialogue.
Care. That's why I was trying to make friends. By telling people what they want to hear? You were just looking for a shortcut because you can't make friends on your own.
Hey, there you go. Rachel left a bunch of her clothes with me. She's your size.
But not quite my style.
Max, you don't have a style yet. At least give it a try.
This isn't a toy, Chloe. I do have to be careful how I use it.
Screw that! Of course it's a toy. The best toy ever? You can bang anyone with no strings attached, rewind time, and boom! It's like an...
Hey, your nose is bleeding. Probably gave you too big a dose. Sorry about that, Max. But considering you're about to die, a nosebleed is...
What are you doing here, Max? Stop! Don't come near me!
Not now. It won't work. I don't have any power.
Let's leave. For real. For real, huh?
You said you wanted to skip town and never look back. Like I said last night. Let's do it.
I think you need help. Let me call someone. Or something.
I need you to listen. What James did.
We set out in search of new, fun. You'll tire of me. And, then
He's just some asshole.
Who likes the Dixie Chicks?
He's an asshole my mom's dating, I guess.
And you don't like him.
I told you this was my best boss.
You didn't tell me my character might die.
Durgaron approaches, stomping his bloody hooves. Stomp, stomp, stomp.
Much understanding.
All right.
I know, it's so romantic. Damn.
Hello.
Hello.
All right. So we all. So those were some pretty diverse scenes. So who's ready for the winners?
Lay it on us.
The winners for best dialogue go to Max and Kate on the roof for season 1, and Chloe and Rachel in the street for Before the Storm. Two completely diverse scenes as well.
Very,
we should say.
very different in tone. Yeah.
Yeah, which is kind of refreshing, really. You know, it's kind of balanced to show the strengths in the Life is Strange franchise. You know, showing from one extreme to the other, which was really good. So congratulations. Unfortunately, Rachel was unable to collect awards because she's dead. I should have done that joke earlier, but I forgot.
Also, depending on what timeline you're in, Kate may or may not be able to collect her rewards as well.
Yeah. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm
I was
sorry.
waiting for the chat to catch up.
Yeah. Oh no.
Unfollowed.
I'd like to announce my resignation. It's been fun. I'm gonna pull one out.
Jamie gets
for yourself.
Yeah. Okay. I think this is it. The big cheese.
So we had 5 episodes of season 1. We had 3 episodes of Before the Storm, and then we also had Farewell, which we counted in season 1 for the intents and purposes of the voting, and because it focuses on Max and Chloe, as season 1 does. Before we go into this, what was your guys' favorite episodes?
Of everything?
Yeah, of each.
What a question.
Of each.
I think
Has it changed?
I don't know. I mean, the first episode of season 1 has like a special place in my heart, really, because it's kind of just
episode 3 of season 1 and episode 2 of Before the Storm.
Yeah, those are exactly my picks too. The
Yeah,
Pool and The Tempest.
Yeah, what was episode 2 Before the Storm? Was it Brave New World?
New World, yeah.
That was the Tempest episode, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. That one definitely. And this may be unpopular, but episode 5, Polarized from season 1.
Yeah, that is a good choice though.
Controversial
you
choice.
You don't really hear many people say that's their favorite. Joey, did you say yours your favorite?
I think episode 4, season 1, and it's really hard. It's really hard to pick in Before the Storm. And I think I might say episode 3, Hell is Empty. It is a tough choice, but there was just some of the scenes in Hell is Empty were so good, like some of the best scenes in Life is Strange, like we said on the episode.
Yeah.
And
so
I think
if you'd like to check that out, go to our YouTube page where we talked about it. You can listen on SoundCloud, and, iTunes, all that jazz. So yeah, I'll kind of talk about episode 4 of season 1 a little bit later on down the stream, because it kind of links into a topic that we'll be talking towards the end. So shall we go? Shall we do it?
Yeah. So those are our choices, and your choices for best episode were...
My name is Max Caulfield. I'm 18 years old. Years ago, my family moved away and I left behind my childhood. After 5 years, I'm back in my hometown, Arcadia Bay, Oregon. Now I'm studying photography at Blackwell Academy, my new home. In the end, it's still high school, which kind of sucks. Then there's Chloe.
Home, shit, home. Let's dance! Or take my picture with your new camera. Come on, rock out, girl!
Not to mention the course of my destiny, and Chloe's. This must prove that we're meant to be friends forever.
I want proof you can rewind time!
The trucker drops his mug. The cop gets an emergency alert on his radio.
I pledge allegiance to Max and the power for which she stands.
I vow to use my powers for good, not evil.
What's up, Kate? I think it's awesome you set a tongue record on video.
You're going to be sorry someday. There's something ominous going on at Blackwell.
Maybe Kate was so ashamed she got wasted on that video.
You really believe that Kate wanted to get drunk at a Vortex Club party?
Oh yeah! We just need to connect the players.
And find out more about who Rachel was involved with around here. Weird shit is going down at Blackwell. And I'm going to find out why.
We better find out what's in the principal's office first. This is so cool!
Check out that note. Rachel in the dark room.
What does this even mean? Holy shit!
Epicenter of creepy. Holy shit. That's kind of scary.
getting so close to Rachel Amber. We have to finish this. No sign of life. This place is evil.
Oh my god! Get off me!
I need to change fast to make it right again. I have to go back in time. Time to change time.
I know exactly where I'm going. So we could get real justice, and nobody is gonna get in my way.
I'm with you to the end, Chloe.
Nathan is dangerous.
Where is he?
Warren, do you believe me?
Of course I believe you. You're the most amazing person I've ever met.
I think that the storm started and everything... Holy shit!
Max, hold that thought. This tape is from 5 years ago.
That's crazy.
Avast, future wayfarer!
Oh my god.
Today, we go treasure hunting.
Awesome.
I have you now, scallywag.
I'm lucky you're my best friend. Damn right you are, you mushy weirdo. Now get your ass down here. We have treasure to find.
Chloe Price. Rachel Amber.
Oh, shit.
That can't be the same girl from last night.
Hey, dickhead.
Last night was amazing.
Come on, hurry up.
There's more to experience out there than just Arcadia Bay. Don't be surprised if one day I'm just out of here. So, are you gonna invite me in? This dildo who's been dating my mom and now he's moving in with us.
It'll be better than you think, Chloe. You'll see what a stable home can be like. Hey!
We can figure all of that out. There is no home. Not if he's there.
Chloe.
I can't go home anymore. Is this junk?
Stop.
Shit!
Rachel won't let anything stop her. Chloe, go!
My entire life, it's all lies. You can handle this. Not without you. Rachel, I'm not losing you.
All right. So the winner for best episode is it says Hot Dog Man.
Woo!
It says Hot Dog Man again.
Yeah!
Oh, Cinderella story.
What a surprise!
Oh, a king.
I'm
Sure,
so
hero.
happy.
We don't deserve.
I'm so happy. I mean, congratulations, Hot Dog Man. You did it again. You beautiful bastard.
We all knew he had it in you.
He continues to prevail.
Yeah, he is. He's a precious boy.
He's out there every day defending us.
And that's the end of the stream, guys. We want to thank everybody.
Speaking of the podcast, this was actually our last anything podcast.
This is our send off, yeah.
All of us will be deactivating all of our accounts, and you will
Yeah.
never hear from us again.
Yeah. All right, Joey, would you want to announce the actual winners?
The actual winners for season 1 is Chaos Theory, and for Before the Storm is Brave New World.
Woo.
All right.
We
Actual
kind
winners.
of gave away the answers. Whoops. Bulldozer said, we're going to be turning into a Hot Dog Man podcast. We considered it. Should we came up of how we actually came up with this idea of the Blackwell Podcast Awards?
Yeah, why don't you walk us down that lane of memory?
I think we were. This was during the Hell is Empty episode, right?
I think so, yeah.
We decided. Well, I came up with the idea. It was like, what if we did an award ceremony, but every single winner was Hot Dog Man? But then like Joey we were messaging. It's like we shouldn't do it. You know, we should actually have the winners in there. So basically, we just thought the beginning and the end would be a great way to kind of just go hot dog man.
I appreciate you making it sound like I was the one who.
No, it was though.
Put a stop to all the fun. No hot dog man, only serious.
Yeah. Should I give a little bit of behind the scenes on the editing as well?
Yeah.
So,
yes, please.
With getting the hot dog man footage, I did decide to do Mustard Party, but it was difficult getting that footage, and I rage quit Mustard Party trying to get it. But
wait, was it difficult because like you couldn't capture the video at all?
Oh no, I
you
was
couldn't
trying to
go
beat my
long
high
enough?
score, and I got angry that I couldn't. Yeah, I mean there was that. Yeah, it was a lot of. I mean, we did consider. Well, I was gonna say we were gonna throw in Captain Spirit, but it kind of seemed a little bit out of field, I guess.
Yeah, Captain Spirit takes place more in the season 2 story. So
Yeah. So maybe
We'll save that one for a later date.
yeah, maybe next year.
Yeah.
So I think that's all the awards that we have to give out. Which is pretty cool, I guess.
Yeah,
I should have said it better. Fucking 3 years. Oh boy.
Yeah.
That's like almost the amount of time that Chloe and Max were separated.
Yeah.
Wow.
Which is crazy. It's actually longer than like between William dying and the Before the Storm, right? It's like actually
Shit.
longer than that. Which is crazy.
Yeah.
So I feel
Yeah, I
like
think so.
what we'd like to do now for everybody. I'm just stalling so the transition ends. So the transition goes on. Yeah, it's just been a crazy 3 years.
It has been.
I mean, we've had some laughs, we've had some cries, we lost our minds. We really did. Talking about the actual live stream, back in November, that was fucking crazy. Okay, yeah, all right, the transition. So we just want to say to everybody, please load. No, not that. Not that.
Please load.
Thank you.
Please load, everyone.
For the 3 amazing years that we've had from myself and Joey and the team. Seriously.
Yee.
We didn't expect to do it this long. We really didn't. It's funny because I did mention that we like favorite episodes. I was gonna say episode 4 because that's kind of the episode that kind of kick-started this entire fucking journey as well. With like Chloe mentioning, like Max mentioning a podcast. I was like, yeah, let's do that. we didn't.
What if?
He's like, what if we do it? And we didn't expect this amount of support.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, it's been crazy. Shall we kind of talk about how the podcast kind of helped a little bit, or
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can.
would you like me to go first?
Live your dream, man. Do
Follow
it.
your heart.
Okay. So to everybody who's kind of unaware about like my situation, the podcast kind of came in like an important part of my life where I was ill, quite ill actually, with Crohn's disease at the time, and the podcast of the past 3 years has really helped me kind of gain a confidence which I've never had and helped me have a focus in life. And 3 years later, I can say I am finally going back to get an education tomorrow. Which is in a few hours. That's why
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit.
Oh yeah!
Um,
Fuck yeah!
yeah.
Does anyone know that vine?
Yeah. Oh yeah, is it like the dog? It's
So,
like,
oh,
yeah.
escalera! No, that one.
Oh, I don't know.
And then they're like, oh, fuck yeah!
No.
And so they go on. Now I sound weird, okay. I'm gonna shut up.
I think there was a really like a similar vine where a lady was putting a bath bomb in the bath. It's like, oh yeah, yeah.
Me when I get a bath bomb from Lush.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm going to be taking an extended diploma in games development with a subsidiary diploma in interactive media. Because life
That's
is
so
changed,
cool, man.
and because of talking to people, I realize what I want to do in life, and not just be a depressed mess as always. I'm a depressed mess with a passion. So yeah, thank you guys for helping me, through this 3 years, and seriously, the team as well. Everybody in this Discord call, thank you so much for just being so amazing, for helping me, kind of just being me and just being. It's okay to be weird, and to say just stop sometimes. Yeah. Thank you guys.
It's been a hell of a ride, man. You're an amazing dude, and to be able to see the change in you from like when we started. You and I were like still getting to know each other, and just have that friendship blossom, and then just to see how much things have changed, to see you like actually wanting to do things and like putting yourself out there, and now to see it like it paying off for you is yeah, I'm so happy for you, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I mean, but it's not all about me. We're all a team. So, Joey.
So at the time, I had just gotten done playing episode 4, and it had been out for like a week before I saw Jamie post about potentially starting the podcast. I had been kind of wanting to do a podcast anyway, and I really wanted to talk about Life is Strange. So I had messaged him about it. He chose me. I had no idea when we started what it would grow into. I had no idea that it would be what it is. I remember how nervous we were and how just like mind blowing when Diane even responded to us and said like she would be willing to come on the show. And boy, did we fuck that up.
Yeah.
And it was really bad. We were so nervous. Like it was ill prepared. And going back to like some of our earlier episodes and all that, and I don't know, like for one, we definitely couldn't have done it. We wouldn't have done it if it hadn't been for the support that we've gotten along the way from the community. There would have been no point in continuing to make episodes. There was, I mean, with any creative project, you reach a point where it can be tedious, it can be difficult. You're trying to figure out what you need to do, what kind of episodes you need to make, what kind of content you need to make, and you ask yourself, is it worth it to keep going? And just the love that we've gotten from the community, from the devs, from the official channels, just all of that has made it very easy to quickly get out of that mindset and say, yeah, this is something that we're doing. And God, we've come so far. We've raised almost $10,000 total over 2 Extra Life streams.
Yeah. We should say we are planning the next one.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
We're doing it. We're starting planning now. So
We
stay
are.
tuned for that. I'm sorry to interrupt, Joey.
Oh no, that's fine. We've got like I said on Twitter, we've got like close to in total content. Though some is not available now because it's video on demand, but between streaming content and episodes, we've put out like around 140 hours of content, which is like we got to pat ourselves on the back for being able to do that with being like such a small little production.
And I saw like the overall view count as well on YouTube of like all our episodes, and my god, that's a big fucking number. It's it's almost 400,000 views total.
Yeah, it's insane. As for me personally, what the podcast has done, I was not in a great place when we started, and since then have been in some very bad places, just dealing with depression and dealing with emotional stress and just things happening in my life, events happening, and it's always been sort of an anchor. It's always been, or not an anchor, that's not the right word. The opposite, actually. I'll say a buoy. It's always been something to like help stay afloat, knowing that at least there's the podcast. It has helped me talking with the people that we've talked to. It's helped me like figure out what I want to do. I was kind of like didn't really know where I was going, and I was 27 when we started, and it was kind of like, well, at this point, I'm either going to be doing nothing for the rest of my life, or I need to figure something out. Took me a while, but then I realized that I want to get into game dev. So the show has kind of helped me get on that direction. I made friends through the show who I wouldn't be here without, and that's just the truth. I mean, if it hadn't been for the friends that I have, like I would have ended it. But the show means a lot. The support means a lot. The team, you guys are amazing. I love working with you guys. It's so fun. Every time we all get together and do an episode, it's so fun. Even having to listen to all y'all's gross mouth sounds when doing the audio editing.
It makes me so nervous. It literally, when you tweet that's like my biggest fear. Like I think about it every time that you're like editing. I'm like, oh god, like I'm scared you're just gonna hear some weird shit I don't even know I've done.
I think everyone, what we've learned since Joey has started to edit the audio now, we all need to laugh at his jokes now. All of us.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I just hope that Joey's cutting and clipping all of the worst mouth sounds so that he can make a giant mouth sound supercut.
Speaking of
Please.
audio, I have a little fun story for the end revolving a little bit of a wrong number, which we'll talk about later.
Oh yeah!
This is like my favorite podcast
This is
story.
such a classic.
Yeah. Zach kind of tweeted out, like what like our favorite podcast moments is. Mine is like coming up, which we'll mention after everybody.
Yeah.
Honestly, this is probably everybody's favorite moment.
Yeah.
So funny. Yeah.
All right.
All right. I'll have my piece. So, me, Sean, and Aaron, we all joined the podcast a little late. And when was it? Like March of last year?
Yeah.
I think it was in April.
It was just before my birthday. Because I remember during my interview, I was like, "Oh, it's my birthday soon."
So, by that time, I had already met Jamie and Joey through Life is Strange fans. Oh, by the way, Joey, you said the word buoy, and it took all my power not to say "yeah, buoy" in the middle of it.
Wait.
So,
I appreciate your
Can we talk about the what was it? That really shitty artwork that I did. Like in that one night at Discord, I don't remember what the pun was, but
oh man, yeah, it was some Hannah Telephone.
No, it's not the Hot Dog Man one that really fucking got me.
Oh, I don't even remember the Hot Dog Man one.
It was like, why am I a meatwad or something like that?
Yeah, that was it.
Oh,
so
boy.
I met Joey and Jamie through Life is Strange fans one night, just hanging out on Discord actually, and kind of like stuck with them and just kind of talked to them pretty much every day consistently. And then whenever they opened up interviews for more podcast members, I hopped in there because I wanted to talk about a game I love with some friends I love. And that's been about it. Through that, I also met Aaron and Sean, which are great people, and I'm glad I've met them. And I look forward to all the episodes, and man, I'm really excited about season 2 and all the episodes we get to do about that.
Mm-hmm.
And oh man, like the podcast has been really cool, and I'm really happy I'm a part of it. It's been a really nice buoy in my life. Life is Strange in general has been has really brought about a lot of positive change. I met my wife because of Life is Strange.
Big up, Amy!
My wife.
Say something.
Joey, okay, I'm calling you out. Joey, you said the exact same joke during the extra live stream. I'm calling you out, buddy. Sorry.
I can't help if I recycle my jokes.
I just want to announce that I'm Amy's biggest fan. It's just how it is.
Sean declares she's
There
your
you
biggest
have
fan.
it.
I'm gonna marry her instead.
Damn it.
Oh, fuck it.
All right. That's I guess that's all I got. Thank you to everybody who listens every week, or when we put out an episode and when we live stream. It wouldn't be a show without people to listen to it, and that's all thanks to you. It is all thanks to listeners.
Mm-hmm. All right, who's next?
Well, appreciate it.
Yeah, Zach. We appreciate it.
Appreciate you.
Everyone's just a great addition to the team.
I love you, bitch. I ain't never gonna stop loving you, bitch.
The podcast is now a Vine podcast now.
It's true.
I'd be down with that.
Honestly, same.
Okay. Who's up?
Sean, you can go. Give me one
Me?
sec.
Me? Okay. Oof. I don't even know where to start. I mean, obviously, I've spoken on the podcast and I don't know, on Tumblr and stuff, just like about how much like Life is Strange means to me, because obviously, like, my mom died like a month before I played Life is Strange, and it just means a lot to me because when I saw Chloe, I just felt really close to her and how she was like dealing with like the loss of her father and all that kind of stuff. And my roommate's just walked in, so if I start laughing, that's why. He's got enchiladas. Thank you. Thanks. What? This is enchiladas?
It's a long story.
Okay.
Hey, Luke.
But it's not enchiladas, I just want to announce. It's gammon. But anyway, yeah, so Life is Strange obviously like means loads to me, and just like Chloe as a character, I just feel like really close to her and shit she's been through, and just I don't know, like especially because I was dealing with being gay at that time, like just like a lot of grieving and all that kind of thing. And I just have a lot of love for the game and everything involved with it. And I don't know. I guess I knew Jamie. I don't even know how I knew Jamie. I just knew him.
Yeah, I that is true. I have no fucking.
Literally, I had you on Facebook, but I have no idea how or why.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I knew Jamie, and I listened to the podcast, of course. And then I saw that you guys were looking for new hosts, and I was already like spending all of my time yelling at anyone who would listen anyway. So it's like, may as well do it with people who actually want to hear. Plus I had my Tumblr blog and stuff, so I was like already involved with the community and stuff. And I guess I just wanted to give back to the community, and like because I've made so many like amazing friends and just had like some really great experiences because of the game. And I don't know, I felt like it would be nice to give something back and just like be around the community more and do more for it.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, I love the podcast. I love talking with you guys, and I feel like we have a good laugh when we all get together, and it's just all round a really good experience. And I'm really grateful to be a part of it and know all you guys. And I'm grateful for the community and everyone who supports us. Luke just dabbed. Yeah, I don't know. I love you guys. I love you all. Thank you for everything. Not to get emo on you on this good Christian night.
Alright. Yeah. I don't know what else to say. So, Aaron, let's keep going. I don't want to fucking cry, but I'm gonna.
No, yeah. I'll keep the emotions to a minimum, maybe. Yeah, I mean, I feel like a lot of it's already been said, you know? Sean and Zach and I, we've been doing it maybe half as long, but I don't think it's any less impactful for us or, just meaningful to be a part of something like this. I mean, when I first heard of the podcast, it was shortly after I played Life is Strange Season 1 for the first time. And that was in fall of 2016. Most of you know the story already, so I won't go too far into it, but I was in a very weird spot in life, as I feel a lot of people are when they play this game, and I fell in love with it, obviously. There was a lot that I just sort of related to and got from the game, and then afterwards I spent a lot of time just sort of delving deeper into it, just because that's what I do. And when I really love something, I kind of obsess over it. So I went online and just watched a whole bunch of YouTube videos, like behind the scenes stuff. There was like a 5-part series from Don't Nod about the development of the game, which is awesome if you haven't watched it already. And then I kind of went down the rabbit hole and I found Blackwell podcast. And I think the first one I listened to was the first interview with Hannah Tell. And I just thought that was amazing for so many reasons. Mostly, because Hannah's wonderful, and I really liked the sort of rapport and level of comfort that y'all had with her when you did that interview. Although, from stories I've heard, I'm sure you were very nervous at the time. But anyway, I just kept listening to episodes because, that's what I would do at work. I would just kind of turn my brain off and have them running in the background. And I kept thinking, like, oh, this is so cool. Like, I've been wanting to tell people about this game for so long. And I tried telling a few of my friends about it. And maybe like 2 or 3 of them had played it. And they're like, oh, yeah, that game's awesome. And then other people are like, oh, I've never heard of it. And nobody was really like down to invest in it yet. So I just wanted some sort of outlet to express my feelings about the game and what I thought of it. So sometime, I can't remember when it was. I feel like it was around Christmas time that year when you were doing, auditions for the new co-host positions.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember applying and it was just sort of on a whim. And I was like, okay, well, if I don't get it, I won't be heartbroken, but just want to shoot for it, like what if? And there's a bit of a delay in between. I ended up moving during that time across the country, and I think it was the first week that I was here in Reno. I hadn't even had my entire room unpacked yet. Like my bed was like a mattress on the floor at that time, and I remember doing my first call with Jamie and Joey and just getting to know them, and it was pretty surreal. I don't know. I felt like it was more than I expected, and from there it just really took off, and it was just a chain of having fun with these people, getting to know them, meeting more people. The amount of individuals that I've met through this game, even if not in person, it's mostly been online, but the amount of people you get to interact with, connect with, it's astounding, and it's over something that they care very deeply about. So obviously they're going to be mostly approachable and genuine and really open and accepting.
Mm-hmm.
And between you guys, Jamie, Joey, Sean, and Zach, I've had such a blast with you over the past year and a half or whatever it's been. Our mods, Brittany, Gabe, G-Man, Spencer, Sebastian, so many others that I've met through this podcast. You guys are so amazing, and I love being able to come back to this, like when real life gets in the way, as it does for us all, and sometimes we take hiatuses from the podcasts and we don't talk to each other for a while. We still get to remain connected through this common passion, and I just think that's really cool, and I want to do it as long as possible. I remember when I first joined the podcast, I was talking to my buddy on the phone. I was like, "Oh yeah, dude! Like I got onto this podcast now. It's about Life is Strange, and like we just get to like talk about the game, and there are like voice actors who come on. We do interviews, and it's so cool." And he was like, "Dude, that's rad. I'm really happy for you." But he's like, "But how long can that go on? Like the game's been done like for months." Like,
honey, you got a big storm coming.
Question.
So, but here we are.
Yeah.
What you said about just like being able to come together, even no matter how much time we have apart from each other and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, that's like something really nice, I think, just because every time like we have a podcast episode and like we just all like, because I don't know if like people realize this, but when we make podcast episodes, we spend like extra like an hour before, an hour afterwards, just like joking about the stupidest things, and it's just it's such a nice time. It's like just chill and like talk to each other, and yeah, I don't know, I like really look forward to it every time we film something or are all together. And like especially with you mentioned about our moderators, like I feel like sometimes they don't get enough credit.
Yeah.
And we love you guys, and we love you for always like being there and just having our back. Thanks for doing what you do.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, they're a big help. It's like monumental help, and when we do streams, help in the Discord, and they're definitely like a huge part of the team, even though they're not on air with us.
They're also very good with feedback as well. If we kind of pitch ideas, they're always really nice to kind of throw in their suggestions and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Thank you so much, guys.
So,
Even
yeah,
though
thank
they're
you.
not on the show, they are a crucial part of the team. So seriously, thank you so much.
Our patrons who keep the show floating.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Thank you, because of this, we are not burning in debt. We're
Yeah.
actually, paying off a subscription, which is really, a big fucking help, and all the money made afterwards does go to charity. Yeah, I think that's. I feel like I need to give like a really big thank you as well, and that is to everyone who we've had on the show, but one person in particular who's kind of helped with the growth of the podcast, and that's Toby Palm, the community manager of Life is Strange.
Oh, Toby.
Without Toby, we wouldn't have had so much love and support, because he kind of helped us get out there, I guess, with like the retweets and all that stuff.
Those sweet retweets.
He was able to give us some amazing prizes for our extra live stream, which is amazing. Seriously, thank you so much. And to Alejandro as well, which is his birthday today. Kind of dating the episode a little bit.
Happy birthday.
So happy birthday, Alejandro. We hope you had a really great day. So, shall we tell like our favorite parts of recording the podcast then, to kind of end on a high by telling how we fucked up?
Real quick, to answer Ross's question, they asked, are you planning on talking about the upcoming Life is Strange book and comic in a future podcast too? Yeah, that's definitely something we will talk about.
If it's got Life is Strange's name on it, we'll probably talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it's not very great, we might not spend too much time on it. Maybe I shouldn't say that.
No, it's okay. We'll give
whatever
his opinion about it.
Whatever happened to the
series?
Is there like a series?
Yeah,
that was supposed to be happening.
I have no clue.
It's still the last official word was that it's still a thing, but
we ain't heard nothing really about it. Like nothing official. So, shall we talk about like our favorite moments of recording the podcast? And like
Sure.
All right. So let's start off by we'll start off on a real big high, and because nothing will top this because of how hilarious it was. We'll release the audio of this sometime in the future. So this was when I believe it was myself, Zach, and Sean were recording the episode for the Dylan interview, right? Who played my character from Before the Storm.
Yeah.
And so we have a guest account on Skype that we let guests use. So basically we give them the details of that. They use it.
They log in and we call them. That's how we do our episodes.
So we messaged the Skype account saying, "Hey, you ready to go, Dylan?" It's like, "Yeah, call me." We called the account. Silence, and you just hear, "Hello?" It's like, "Hello?" It's like, "Hello, who is this?" It's like, "It's Hannah." We accidentally called Hannah Tell.
So
I guess she was still signed in to our guest account.
Yeah.
And so
it's like,
she
"How
got the
are
call.
you?"
And she was like, "I'm at the pet shop right now." And we were like, "Oh, are you getting your pet?" And she was like, "No."
She was just
getting
really happy
food.
to chat with us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were like, "Oh, hey, we weren't expecting you, but it's really nice to talk to you."
Yeah. Oh God, we was like, that was just hilarious. It was so unexpected, but it was like, I feel like the comedic timing made it as well, even though it was just completely natural. It's just us being
I think she answered and she went hello, and then we all paused because we didn't really know who was on the other end,
Yeah.
because it obviously wasn't
Wasn't
Dylan. And so I think I went, "Hi," and she goes, "Hi," and then somebody said, "Who is this?"
Yeah, that was me. OMG,
It's
who was
Hannah.
this? It's like, oh no.
I'm so sad that I was on a flight when that happened.
Yeah, I think I sent the like the audio to the group afterwards, like after we recorded. It's like this, we've peaked. We cannot top this goof.
And there's a lot of
goofs.
A lot of our funny stories come from just using Skype and how miserable of a program it is, especially when you're dealing with like international folks. And,
Oh yeah. Like a big notable thing was when our first guest came online ever, which was Day.
Yeah.
And like Joey and I were like panicking because we had the question sheet, but Joey didn't have the questions at the time, so he was like, we seen Day was online to say, oh god.
I was looking for the questions because I had it saved somewhere, but I couldn't find it. And then the little announcement, the little Skype dinger popped up, and and we both just stopped. We were like in the middle of our sentences. I actually have the audio. We both just stopped, and we both simultaneously went, "Oh shit!"
Because I think it didn't really hit us until that notification came. I was like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like a rush that we never really got used to, you know, kind of. Well, not for, well, for me personally, it's like every time we talk into a guest, it's always like that sense of anxiety. It's like, oh god, I'm going to say something fucking dumb.
That's not even just me talking to a guest. That's me whenever I'm on the podcast.
And what was funny was we had like a no strict, like we had a very strict, whenever we're talking to guests, we don't swear.
Right.
That was all up until we interviewed Amethyst.
Yeah.
We were like, fuck it. We snapped.
Yeah, we wanted to be like professional, and which is a joke in itself, like because behind the scenes we were very anything but. A lot of our like episode planning was just Jamie and I would watch fucking Shrek memes for
Yeah,
like,
definitely. Make
30 minutes before we even start talking about the episode.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we wanted to maintain this like air of professionalism and all that, and so we were very like, we try to be cool and calm and collected and not swear, and that went out the window pretty quick. That was unmaintainable for all of us.
We had like a set list of rules, which it was like in the original folder, well, like the books I have, where it's kind of like where we throw the ideas of the Blackwell podcast and stuff. It's like rule 1, don't swear. Well, shit, and I crossed that out. I think like regarding any other funny like stories, I feel like the entire like last week of November, like the week on of the actual live stream, was pretty eventful as well, because of how it was kind of weird because Joey was just got here after, you know, performing Zach's officiating Zach and Amy's wedding. Congratulations again, by the way, even though it's almost a year now.
Thank you.
I know. Oh god, it's crazy that it's almost a year.
Yeah. So yeah, we hanged out for a few days, but then we had to go to London to hang out with Sean and Chris from Life is Strange fans. And we were getting the prizes for Extra Life as well. And just traveling was an absolute nightmare, especially on the flight.
It's rough.
Just the flights though.
That day was so good though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It was.
Oh god, it was such a good day.
Yeah, I've been thinking about, like, as you guys are talking, like if I had a favorite moment, because there have been so many good ones, but Extra Life as a whole was an absolute highlight. And I wish I had been there more of the time, had I not had other stuff going on. But man, just like coming right in when I think it was like right when we started playing Quiplash, and we had Rihanna and Kylie and Haley, and that in itself was like it just felt like a huge party. Like everybody was laughing and having fun, and you know, with Kylie like going on that tangent about like how she greets people by sticking her thumb up their butt or something. Like Rihanna's always hilarious, and then later in the evening, getting to hear Hannah and having her come on and play some songs for us. It was a great day.
Definitely.
And it was all for a good cause.
Yeah, for the San Jorge Children's Foundation for Puerto Rico. It was funny because I still remember to this day, whenever we surpassed like the previous year's goal, Joey and I were so happy we did the worst fucking high five possible. It was so it was really fucking bad. But we were so hyped. It's like we didn't care. It was just we were just like having a blast. I was like rewatching like some of the clips from the stream with me getting scared by myself moving forward in the game from season 1 episode 3, where basically, you know, when you're outside Blackwell, when Chloe kind of jump scares you, I was like, okay, let's see how far we can get before Chloe jumps. But as soon as I move, I just instantly scare myself.
There's also like there's so many clips people made from Extra Life where I'm just like making like absolutely like horrendous noises, like just screaming for no reason, and I just don't. I don't know what. And that was early on in the game too, like early on in Extra Life when I was still like awake, and I just don't know what was going on there.
I remember when Chloe and Rachel started to kiss, and you went, as soon as they kissed, you went, eh!
Makes sense.
I think like another notable Extra Life moment was when Max was telling the homeless lady that she had a vision of the town getting engulfed by the tornado, and then the donation sound went off, which was Chloe saying "fuck yes." just it was just a fucking blast. Just that week, just having a fucking good old time.
I would say a highlight would be the Lost 2017 Extra Life.
Shut up.
Or wait, that'd be the 2016. No, I'm not saying.
No.
Yeah. I'm not blaming you. I'm just saying, man, there's some treasures hidden in there that you just, you know, it's gone to time, sadly. But there was some late night hysterics, and it was a good time.
Yeah. Man, streaming for 24 hours does something to you.
It really does.
I know. I'm gonna do the whole 24 hours this year. I sadly something came up and I had to leave for last year's, but I'm gonna make it this year.
Let's plan for that. I want to go crazy.
Yeah,
well I've been doing a lot of 24-hour just staying up for 24 hours for no reason. So I feel like I have it in
me. she's been training.
I like how you tried to go, I've been doing a lot of 24-hour, like it was a thing, and you were like, no, I've just been like, not sleeping.
Yeah. No, I've stayed up for like 36 hours the other day for absolutely no reason. So I feel like maybe I'm ready to do it.
Yeah.
I'm ready for the challenge.
I would have done it, but I was like really ill. Like Joey can vouch for me on that. I was a sick boy.
Yeah.
We should get crazy with this year's Extra Life. Let's do some stuff.
We've got some good things planned.
Yeah, definitely. I want to see if we can borrow the hot dog man suit for the one day or something, or like have some like hot dog man promo like stuff for Extra Life. Just get the suit. Like, hey,
be amazing.
Diane
got to meet him this week.
I wish.
Pretty amazing.
Oh, at PAX, right?
Yeah. PAX is still going, I think.
Yeah, today's the last day.
Yeah. Oh god. Anything else we kind of want to talk about with the stream and stuff, or like just anything over the past few years? I feel like, sorry, I'm butting in. It's just my brain's going like 100 miles an hour currently, just thinking of all the good times, the sad times. And speaking of like sad times, I feel like one of the most important episodes, like the 2 episodes we did, was the LGBTQ representation episode and the mental health episode as well. Those are like 2 of my the episodes that are like the most important, which aren't interviews and like kind of just us just talking about stuff, really.
Right. And I think that's my goal, and I think like everyone here can mirror that, parrot that. But the goal is to just make a welcome, warm spot that can come to and feel safe and feel comfortable. And that's one thing that I always want us to strive. We can always do better. There's always work to be done in that regard. But that's one thing that's really important to us, is making it a welcome for everyone.
Yeah. I think it's safe to say that Joey and I didn't envision this like whenever we were starting out, but we're really glad, you know, we figured it out, and that's kind of like what we want this community to be. We just want it to be loving and supporting, just accepting anybody no matter what.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm like a big fan of like Everyday Zeros and like what they're doing as well.
Yeah, that's a cool initiative.
Mm-hmm.
Cool group.
Definitely. Anything else that we kind of want to talk about? Oh shit, the future of the podcast, right?
Guess we can speak on that.
So we were going to have a farewell episode before this stream, but we decided about 10 minutes before we started the stream that we're going to kind of have farewell and the farewell to Arcadia Bay as one big episode.
Yeah.
First half we talk about the farewell episode, and then we'll just talk about Arcadia Bay and just say goodbye to it. So it's going to be double. It's like double, not double or length. It's just going to be.
It'll be a longer episode. We can maybe break it up.
Like a part 1, part 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make it easier to watch and listen to.
Mm-hmm.
So we have Extra Life coming up in December. Looking around mid-December. We just got to make sure we get everybody's schedule. That's like the hardest. That's the hardest part, especially given the fact that we don't have an office or anything, like a studio that we can actually go and record in. It's all just scheduling, and sometimes life stuff gets in the way.
Yeah.
But we have season 2 coming up this month, and so that's gonna kick off a whole new suite of content that we can do, new people to interview, hopefully.
Yeah, definitely.
And
New hot dog
there's new hot dog man. There's a lot of stuff coming up. There's a lot of stuff. So we have probably at least another year left in us at least. It's actually kind of funny. Chris Anderson of Life is Strange fans and I were talking. We were talking about how it's just getting kind of difficult to. I think this was E3 last year.
I don't think it was even then, right? It was just before then with the reveal trailer, right? Like Donut.
Yeah, I thought that was E3, but no, it was his own video. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we were talking about how one with money, keeping our respective projects afloat is getting. I mean, I've gone into debt to do stuff before we started Patreon. But just content wise, we're talking about I want to keep doing this, but it's getting harder and harder to do. And then while we were having that conversation, Life is Strange tweeted out the video about the announcement for season 2, and it's well, I guess I guess we're not going anywhere.
Yeah. It's as long as Life is Strange content's gonna be here, I guess we're stuck here. But in a good way. We're happy to do it. Life is Strange is a big part of our lives now. We dug ourselves into this hole. We can't get out. We
live here now.
Yeah. We live in the remains of Arcadia Bay.
In this hole we stand.
Yeah. We are the
Strange.
We are the podcast pals after all.
Podcast pals.
Podcast pals is simple.
What are we? Some kind of podcast pal? We should probably end the stream now.
Yeah.
Well, we've been going for a while. So everybody,
getting long in the tooth.
Yeah, thank you to everybody so much for watching. We really do appreciate the support for the amount of time that we've been doing this. Seriously, thank you so much. You guys mean the world to us. We really appreciate the 3 years. We hope we really hope we can do more episodes. We love you guys, seriously, from the bottom of our hearts.
Yeah.
With,
so much love.
And with that said, we're signing out, and we'd like to thank you again. Bye, guys.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.
Later, y'all.
Bye, y'all.
We love
Bye,
you.
everybody.